Kane, it's 1-0. We're fucking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened as I said it would. People will be. Oh, when have we got Leeds? Hello then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Thank you all for joining me here. I am absolutely ecstatic. Leeds United have booked their place in the playoff final with an absolutely, unbelievable performance. You cannot ask for more than what we've just seen. Every single player from back to front had an unbelievable performance. I even got to see my club captain, Liam Cooper, come on and probably say his goodbyes to Ellen Road. You know, every single player that we've criticised, plus Farke, in the lead up to this game over the last few weeks, stood up and was countered. Big props to Melier at 2-0. That save, the only save he had to make, by the way, was so key. That one-on-one save was an unbelievable save for Josh Sargent, which meant that Leeds United can continue the unbelievable performance that we were seeing before our very eyes. You know, Archie Gray back at right back for me, man of the match. He was unbelievable tonight. Absolutely unbelievable tonight. The midfield bossed it. What a goal by Ilya Gruev to get us started off. Rutter scored again to make it 3, I think. Who else got on the score sheet? Rutter, Pirot. And do you know what? That ball from Nonto was absolutely exceptional, by the way. Exceptional. I'm telling him, pass it to Rutter. Pirot pointed to where he won it, and he put it right on his head. He couldn't miss. Angus Gunn had a bit of a stinker, but who cares? Who cares? You know, and then Somerville got his goal that he deserved as well. And you know what the facts are? We could have had 5 or 6. Could have had 5 or 6. But the biggest praise has to go to Daniel Farke. People were criticising, not just him, the team, you know, saying Somerville don't want to be here. Does that look like a performance from a guy who don't want to be here? See, when he celebrated, he said, nah, shush, me, mentality, I'm here. And now, on the 26th of May, Leeds United will take on either Southampton or West Brom to get through to the final. Not to get through to the final, to get through to the Premier League. Took a massive step. Put the shits up the rest of the division. Or the other two teams, should I say. Canaries were... Yeah, they just didn't have a sniff. But that was all down to Leeds United. I think they had 4 shots, 1 on target, and the 1 on target was... Listen, I've been Melier's critic over the last few weeks. I've changed my opinion on him. But 1-on-1, I'll never come away from the fact that 1-on-1, he is unbelievable, and he showed that tonight. He seen what he waited. Sargent tried to lift it. What a save. And the facts are we could have had 5, 6, 7. It's not out of the realms of possibility to say that. Genuinely. This was Leeds United pre-international break. This is how good we can be. And that's with a nice 10 days. We've got another 10 days now to get us ready for Wembley. We've done it, man. We've done it. Anyway, we've got some super chats in, and then we'll bring the guests in. Join the team. How important was that first half save from Melier's confidence going into the final? Exactly, Rich. Everyone chip in for Joe's ticket and accommodation for Wembley. It's all good, Bradley. I'm all good, mate. Thank you very much for the super chat. Right, let's bring in Paul. Let's bring in Evie. And, of course, Andrea will be joining us, and anyone else who wants to join us after that. Paul, you said on a DM you might be crying either way. Are you crying? Are you weeping tears?
I am speechless, for want of a better phrase. I did not see that coming in any way, shape or form. I didn't see that happening. I just didn't see that happening. We absolutely murked them for 90 minutes. Yeah. And although Gunn was appallingly bad in that game, if it hadn't been for his saves, you're quite right, Joe, it would have been 6, 7, 8-0 easily. Gray, man of the match, without a shadow of a doubt. Just people said it about Bellingham. He's generational for me, Gray. Yeah. As far from what I've seen so far this season. Everybody stood up and was counted today. And that's the thing. They were all fighting for each other. We played quick. We played incisive. Just unbelievably good. And the most important part, or the most important bit of that game for me, 100% Melier save at 2-0.
Yeah,
that completely changes the game if that goes in, as far as I'm concerned. And just overall, just nobody stopped. Everybody kept going. I mean, like I said, everybody's like, "Oh, calm down, because we've still got the final to go." No, we enjoy this tonight. We absolutely enjoy it tonight. And I was calling for it on Twitter all day, just saying I really wanted the crowd to be in there and to be on it, and they were on it tonight, which was just fantastic to see. And Farke, what can you say about Farke? He's absolutely done Wagner up like a kipper over 2 games.
Mental.
Just unbelievably fantastic as far as I'm concerned. And I'm a happy boy. I'm not sleeping tonight because I've had 17 cups of coffee.
Oh, man, I'm the same.
I'm
shaking, mate, because I've not eaten and I've had about 4 monsters. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, must eat.
Mate, I'll be honest with you. I was a bit worried for your health at the start of the game because I thought you were going to pass out after we scored the first goal because you went bright red.
I've never been that red. And I'm ginger.
So I know, it was so funny. But, I mean, mate, just wanted to say as well, fair play to you for that, because that was a really, really good watch-along, really enjoyable.
Thank you,
props to you for that. Really, really enjoyed that, mate. So, I'm a happy boy. What can I say? I'm just, happy boy.
100%, mate. Absolutely unreal. And do you know what? The criticism of Farke needs to... the criticism of Farke is for me being unfounded, and what he did over 2 legs for him. And I was critical of the switching formation to the 4-2-3-1. But it worked a treat. We've gone away. We've worked 4-3-3. We've limited them at their place. Got 0-0. Come here. And I said, yesterday, we need to go out and win that in the first 20 minutes. Boy, did we do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking boy, did we do that. Evie. I mean, come on, man. I remember, Evie, you were upset after we ballsed up getting promoted automatic. How good does this feel? I know we've not quite done it yet, but a day out at Wembley, and what a performance to do it with as well. Unbelievable, man.
We were basically faultless. It was incredible. We absolutely annihilated them. We made them look the way that we should have made QPR look. That for me is a bit of kind of retribution. I thought Pirro was brilliant, and I was so critical of him last time. I completely agree. The save by Melier, just keeps us, going where we ended up going. I know it's a cliche for a reason, but a 2-goal lead is a dangerous lead for that reason. It can switch momentum, can go the opposite way. We were breathtaking. It was like we were back in January, February all over again. It was like the last 2 months kind of haven't happened, and all of a sudden, they were laughing and joking, and that's what I said last time, is the fact of they just seem so together again, which is something that I think we've missed over the last month and a bit. So it was just absolutely incredible, and I'm so glad that nobody lost their head tonight. Nonto, I thought, was brilliant as well, because they were picking on him at the start, trying to get in his head again, and he laughed it off. He did what he should have done in the first game, which is kind of, and it was beautiful to watch, because I absolutely loathe Ashley Barnes. So it was beautiful to watch him just get obliterated and have no decisions, and watching him slam the ground every time the ref basically said jog on, mate. It was beautiful. I'm so excited for Wembley, and I was so excited the fact that Cooper came on and we didn't concede as well, because
I think Evie, had Cooper not come up, we'd have lost that game. We'd have lost that game 5-4. So I'm giving the win to Cooper. If I'm honest. He probably said his goodbye to Ellen Road tonight. You could tell the coaching staff kept smacking him on the back and that at the end. So I think he knows this is probably his moment. Yeah. So I'd love nothing more than to Leeds go to Wembley and him at least lift that Wembley trophy. You know what I mean? I think Ampadu will pass him it, to be honest. I think he will. Yeah. But yeah, thank you, Evie. Great as always, and lovely new hair as well, by the way. It's, Andrea, over to you, mate. You watched it with your dad tonight. Did you Did you have a great time with him? What a performance, bro.
Good, very, very good night, mate. Really, thanks for asking and pointing that out, because, great night. It was a very long time that we didn't watch one together, so absolutely instant classic. The players were exceptional. Farke, I think today was a proper Farke ball, finally, again, it was like it was the best performance of the season for me, absolutely. 100%.
Can I just interject, bro? Sorry, before you carry on. They're all saying Liam Cooper's now out on the pitch with his whole family fist bumping. So I think that's his goodbye, which is a sad moment for me. I'll probably cry. Yeah. But quickly back to you, Andrea.
There's still, you know what? I remember when Del Piero, said goodbye to you, and there was still a game, and it was a final, the Italian Cup. So there's still one game for Liam. And like you said, I think the perfect ending for his Leeds United career is him lifting the trophy at Wembley. That's what everybody wants to see now, because he deserves that. And we realized that it was the last one when he went into the box, tried to get a goal, and he thanked the coach.
If only Dan James could bloody cross a ball, by the way. What the hell?
Yeah, on the first players on the wall, But it was a great performance, best performance of the season for me. Absolutely dominated the game off the ball, especially because the players were constantly moving around. Man of the match for me, apart from all the attacking players, of course, everyone was exceptional tonight, but Glenn Kamara and Joel Pirot were the extra man tonight. Absolutely.
Joel Pirot, Andrea, what a performance. That, for me, was his best Leeds performance. Absolutely. And he saved it for the best time.
Exactly. I'm very happy for him, because finally we've seen him play like a 9. Attacking the creating depth, the Italian commentator, because he was on the zone, said Pirot attacking behind the defenders, creating depth. And I said, oh, finally, the first time in the season. He doesn't know that, but it's the first time in the whole season he does that. But he kept doing that actually. And also the second goal, with Gnonto with the long ball, that's a proper number 9 finish, because he reads the play well, goes in behind, and Gnonto sees him, and that's a proper 9 finish, that header, and also the other chances that he had, when Gunn saved those, very, very good movement. So but I think also Kamara deserves a praise 100%. Because really he was everywhere, read the game well, was always always forward, because today, the main difference for me, I was worried about the verticality, honestly, to be fair. And especially at the start, they started to, try to press, and then they switched to, a static formation.
Rodon's passes into midfield were exceptional tonight, by the way.
They were so
good. Yeah, so good.
Yeah, but I think the main difference was that we realized that they were trying to, do what they did at Carroll Road, not allowing the vertical pass. So the main difference was that I pressed more, and we didn't win the game via ball possession. Of course, we dominated the possession later in the second half, especially, because they were mentally and physically dropping off, Norwich. But the main difference was that our ball recovery with that high pressing, every time they went for a forward pass, there was always a Leeds United player already following the Norwich play, especially on the wings, with Gray and Firpo. If you look at the passes towards Rowe, we saw that also on the scout report. When we did that before the first leg, there was always a Leeds United player following the Norwich one, straight into him. That was the extra mentality. Kamara with the slight tackle, Pirot, fighting with his arms. That was a proper intensity and collective performance, like they say in FIFA. It was a collective performance. Yeah, that line,
yeah, it was phenomenal, mate. It was. I'm just going to get a couple of shout outs in. Big up to Abdul Rahman Al Khalifi, legend as always, says, yes, I got my wish, Joe, from the beginning of the season. I wanted to go up via Wembley. World watching, our fabulous fans. We got this, Joe. Alhamdulillah. Let's get our popcorn ready. Love you all. Big up to you, Abdul Rahman. Thank you as always, mate. CJ says, Leeds. Love you all. Alex Smith says, Joe, my Chelsea lad wants Somerville. Can you say hi to him? Show him himself. Goal again. I don't get the last bit, bro, but yes, Alex, keep your hands off Somerville. Do you know what? I loved his celebration when Somerville went, nah, this is me, and then give it all this mentality, shush. Because there's been a lot of criticism for him, a lot of criticism for Farke as well, and I mean, he's played a blinder, when people all the time, he's putting it all on the players, what, he's shit, he's this, he's that. I've seen some crazy comments, some really harsh names labelled at him, actually, to be fair, over the last couple of days, and I mean, he's just put them all in the box for me, because I mean, he's played a blinder, because the players went out there tonight, they did a huddle at the start, and you could see Ampadu when he was giving it all this is us, and like Paul from minute one, they were all over them. Even in the second half, you're thinking, can they drop off? Pirro nearly scored from 30 seconds. Could have made it 4 when the ball put in. And do you know what I loved as well, which I haven't seen enough of? There has been a little bit of selfishness from the squad, I think, in the final third. Somerville not sometimes releasing the ball, Nonto wanting to score. Tonight, they all released it at the right time. Whoever was in the better position, they said, you know what, you can have it. There was one where Somerville stretch it out to Rutter, give it a little tub. All these little moments where I'm like, that group is together. And they're showing us on the football pitch that they are together, man.
No, I agree with you. Absolutely. I think the selfishness thing, I think, is right. I do think that there was a little bit of needle between Somerville and Peru. I don't know why I said Peru. That's the coffee kicking in. Somerville and Peru. And I think that there was a little bit of an issue between them. I don't think anything too serious. I just think we're just over the penalty incident, there was a little bit of a problem there that might have just been that might have just hung over a little bit. But tonight, the one thing that I will say is they were all fighting for each other. All of them fighting for each other. When Perot scores his header, he's pointing to Nonto straight away, saying, put it here, put it to the back post, and I'll get there. And that ball from Nonto, Jesus, unbelievable, just on a sixpence. Obviously, Gruev's goal, very, very clever, because he goes to Somerville. Somerville says to him, I'm sure Somerville says to him, keeper's all the way over to his right. So he quickly puts it straight in and puts it in. But yeah, just to see them all together, and just when we're fast and we're quick and we're incisive, I know 2 teams have been promoted automatically, but there is nobody better than us when we are fast, incisive and good. That attacking line that we've got. And listen, I know somebody in a video today, Joe, said that Perot is not, it might have been a bit of a failed transfer this season, Joe. But what I will say is that I don't know how they did it, but they turned him into a number 9. He was a number 9 tonight. It was brilliant. It was just so, I'm only joking, Joe, but it was just really good to watch and just to see a proper, complete performance. And I agree with Andrea. Kamara in the last 2 games has been exceptional. Absolutely exceptional, because that gives the freedom and the space for the others to do what they need to do. And just like, I'm just happy. I'm just happy. I'm just a very happy boy.
Exactly, and I deserve to be told when I'm wrong as well. Like you say, Vic doesn't fit. I still don't think he does, by the way. But tonight, I mean, come on,
one game.
Let's not get too giddy. It's one game. Yeah, it's took him 48 games to get to this point, but he's got there. Do you know what I mean? So let's see. Let's see.
The best for the last, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the way. That's the way he needs to play now.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's play him in that way. Not drop. He never dropped back basically tonight. Rarely, you know. He stayed forward, so I tried to create depth to make running behinds, you know.
Yeah.
And he was good at that. So let's do that again, you know, if he plays him in the 9, Because he was 9 tonight.
Yeah. Pirro, different player. On to Wembley. Love you, Joe. Love you too, Callum. Melier is talking to LU TV now. I can't hear what he's saying, but I was critical of you over the last few weeks. But tonight his kicking was bob on. I don't think he put one out of play. He went long at the right times, went short at the right times, found road on every single time as well. And that save, we can't get away from our impact. People will forget about it for me. But at 2-0, if Sargent scores that, it's nervy, it's worrying. He saves it, and then they don't get another shot on target for the rest of the game, you know. And what a performance from him as well, even though he didn't have much to do.
Yeah, the thing that it's always annoyed me about Melier, I didn't expect him to have a bad game, because he often shines in games where, not that we're the underdog, but that because we don't have a good kind of history in playoffs, even though on paper we are a much better team than Norwich, our history kind of gives another team an advantage. So Melier always turns up in big games, you know, the save at Leicester, you know, he made loads of saves at the Huddersfield game, when obviously that was our first draw in 2023 in the league, you know, but we could have easily lost that game as well. So he does turn up in big games. It's when he doesn't turn up in the silly games, you know, the games where we think we're going to cruise it kind of thing, whereas there was a lot of pressure on, and he seems to work better when we are the underdog when we're not expected, when everybody does fear the worst. He kind of turns up and, you know, becomes like this big giant. And, you know, not only does he make himself big, he palms it away. You know, it's a definite save. It's not just that he launched his arms out wide and the ball hit an arm. You know, like he curves his hand around, so he makes it. It's a definite save. It's not just a lucky throw of the arm or anything.
It's not Angus Gunn just getting it hit off him, is it? He literally put his arm up to save it. You know.
Yeah, he was brilliant, and I think the entire defence deserve plaudits for just making us look so cool. Nobody looked under pressure, even when, you know, in the first 25 minutes they did have a couple of almost chances. But yeah, I think from front to back, I can't actually name somebody that even had an okay game. I thought everybody had a good plus game. You know, I thought, Gruev, we've got a midfielder who scored a goal. It feels weird. We've actually, on a set piece, it's like we're just ticking off all of these, you know, kind of curses for us this season. And this is what annoys me when people go on about Farke out and things like that. If you take the whole season, he's done incredible, and he's done it at the right time. Right now, we've got Wembley, and we haven't got to Wembley in so long. So we don't. It's brand new, you know. Even Liam Cooper has beat the curse now because he was on the pitch tonight and we won. So he has, you know, Derby is now not his last playoff game, you know. So, you know, he's got rid of that curse off him as well. Yeah, it's weird after we've had such a crappy 6 weeks to finally be positive about Leeds, and it really. We deserved it. We didn't just, you know, win off a lucky goal. We were dominant from start to finish. We did not ease up. We did not do like we did in that Huddersfield game, the first game at Ellen Road, where we backed off and then we conceded. You know, we just kept going at them. They looked like a wounded animal just kind of curling up. You know, I swear some of them were going down injured just to say, like, please just take me off now. I don't want to be here anymore. Take me back to Norwich, please. It's, you know, they've got the ball too much.
100%. And we do need to talk about just how, like, Andrea, like, let's talk about, like, Gabriel Sara, one of the best players in the league this season. Johnny Rowe, again, locked off at Leeds United at Ellen Road. He's not really had a sniff against us, you know. Saints, Kenny McLean. They have some very good players, and Leeds United tonight made them look ordinary. To make it better as well, Ellen Road, full voice singing Ashley Barnes is effing shit. That always goes down a treat as well. He was fuming, and like, we've made them look like so bang average. Like, it was, for anyone watching like that for the first time, they probably expect, like, oh, Leeds beating Norwich, but Norwich haven't been bad this season. You know, they're sixth for a reason. They've got some great players that have probably moved to the Premier League, and we've made them look so ordinary, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's another key of the game. You know, I think we blocked completely, you know, their center play, because they couldn't get forward. You know, so Sara was forced to drop from the final third into his own half to take the ball, like in other occasions, you know, because they weren't progressing with the ball. The wingers had to come back to get a sniff of the ball, but every time they got to the ball with their back on goal, there was already, like I said, a Leeds player, you know, putting pressure on them. So there was no game plan basically from them, no countermeasures, you know, because Johnny Rowe, no, because basically we absolutely blocked their initiative. They didn't take the countermeasures, and it was us making them look bad, you know, because I think they are a quality side. They showed that throughout the season. They have some good players. Sara is a good player, but tonight I think it was out of his best positioning. Honestly, I have to criticize some of the choices that Magner made. Putting Barnes in, honestly, when Sara the best position for Sara is in the number 10 for me. So Sainz was one of the best players in the first leg, and he didn't start, and I think he was the most lively player from Norwich when he came on. So I think Wagner made some choices that didn't work out. On the other hand, Farke made some choices that absolutely worked out. And like I said, I think a lot of credit for tonight goes to Farke because he prepared the game pretty well. Not just the game, I think the 2 legs, because we were more conservative at Carrow Road, and tonight we were more sharp, more quick on the ball. Again, like I said, I think the extra bonus for us was the off the ball movement, because the players were never static. There was always a player moving into passing the ball, move to another position. So we were always balanced, never unbalanced also, because, Gruev was staying central, Kamara was moving from the left, then on the right, like, a link up in a certain position, covering into some spaces. The positioning of the ball was the thing that amazed me the most tonight, honestly. Also the adjustment, like, again, we mentioned in Pirot tonight, he played differently in terms of how he performed in the number 9 role. So again, I think it's down to instructions from the manager and the staff, how they prepare the game. Also, Rotter switched wide more. So I think there's another tactical change. Kamara, we already mentioned how he occupied spaces. Gray was monumental, monumental. Every time he switches the side, when he has the ball on his feet, the ball is like attached with glue at his feet. They just can take the ball from him. He's a veteran. He's a youngster playing like a veteran.
Yeah.
The calm, the cool that he has, when he plays, calm and collected is insane. Honestly,
you've got now like
his age.
Clips of Farke and Archie like doing this together in front of the crowd and that, and it's just like, this is why I don't listen. It's not time for this now, but the criticisms of Farke have been absolutely wild. You just have to look at what he's done in terms of Archie when he's used him in midfield, when he's used him out right back. The performance, I don't know, a lot of that has to go to Archie as well. But I think he's done an unbelievable job. I don't think any of us in our wildest dreams, right? I thought we'd win. I said like 2-0, but I wasn't like, yeah, we're definitely winning this like I have done at start in times of the season. It was always that nervous. So for him to go out and to think of how many like hoodoos Daniel Farke has arrested this season, for him to go out and put in that type of performance, it was insane. I don't think there's much more we can say really. We could sit here all night, but I think it was phenomenal. What I do want to do, I want to give us all. We've all got to have one shout for a man of the match, and you're not allowed the same one. So, ladies can go first, and I want you to give us a eulogy as to why that person got your man of the match. Evie, you can go first. Who was your man of the match and why?
I was going to say Archie was my man of the match. He was everywhere. He was in our box 1 second, their box the next. He would bully people and refuse to allow himself to be bullied. He was putting seasoned pros on their backsides, leaving them for dead. And some of the intricate passes as well down both wings was absolutely phenomenal. He really embodied the heart and spirit that we seem to have lacked for the last few weeks as well. I don't know, that for me, without trying to get ahead of anything, is a future captain's performance for me. So he deserves all the plaudits, even though I was getting really annoyed of the commentators basically trying to sell him off every time.
Oh, really?
And so, it was tedious. But I agreed, which is quite rare for me to agree with what the pundits are saying. But he was just phenomenal and plays well beyond his years. And he is Leeds and Leeds is Archie. So he is my man of the match.
I think that's fair. Leeds United have just tweeted out another I predict a riot from tonight. It's probably even better than the Leicester one, to be honest. So I absolutely love that. Enjoy the moments, innit? Go on then, Paul. You can go next. Who's your pick, mate, and why?
Kamara. I think his box-to-box, his making himself available for the ball, which is something that we've lacked a lot over the last however many weeks now. Something's just switched in him in the past couple of games, and particularly tonight, just that kind of being there and doing like the simple things, receiving the ball, turning, looking to space, moving the play on, the verticality, so he can be there and push the game forward and move it forward. I thought he was exceptional tonight. So I'm just, he for me, I just thought he was absolutely brilliant. It's that box to box that we've required a lot this season that sometimes we haven't had, and we've seen it, particularly second half, first leg, but absolutely the entire game. This game that we've just played, for me, just brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
100%. Alfie says, stop vaping, brother. Put my donation on. To be honest, mate, I don't think you deserve it because you've just done it to try and trigger people, but I'll let you do it. I'm not going to bother reading it, but there's your donation. Thank you very much. All right, tonight's not the night for that shit. Andrea, go on then, you give us yours.
Yeah, I will say Kamara, but Paul said it, so I think it's fair to award it to also another player too. So we all said a different player, and Joel Pirou. Joel Pirou needs to get to, like you say, props to him. Props to him.
Get his flowers.
Get his flowers, exactly. Because
we were gonna finish there. He's only 32 minutes late, but we've got to bring in the hype man, haven't we, to tell us just how great of a performance that was. Mr. JT.
I knew it was coming.
He's in the dressing room at Ellen Road.
I'm not at Ellen Road, but I'm away. It's my girlfriend's birthday. So
happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
But give us the hype, JT. Don't explain. Give us the hype.
I'm saying I was setting up things. It wasn't working on my laptop. It's a makeshift setup, but it doesn't matter because we're here to watch Leeds United go all the way to Wembley. That's right. Everyone's out there giving all sorts of smoke. Leeds are falling apart again. They say, "Are you kidding me? Fall apart? We're made out of reinforced titanium steel, baby. We don't fall apart. We're there in it to win it." Today, the atmosphere was rocking. It's the best I've seen Ellen Road in probably a good year and a half, couple of years. I haven't seen Ellen Road rocking like that. Probably Leeds Man United in the Prem was the last time, and you can see why, because Farke sees what he's doing. As we all said before, it was a game plan. Everyone said, oh, it was 0-0, it was boring, it was drab. It was tactical. All calm before the storm, and the storm is about to erupt because you've got players like Senior Firpo with a world-class assist to Somerville today. Rutter, who's that? Oh, he's got a rib injury, does he? Oh, he's not the same Rutter anymore. He had a few bad games and everyone's on his back. Are you kidding me? I tell you what he's got on his back. The whole of the championship, because he ran that field like nobody's business today. JP7, Joel Pirou. Whoever said that Joel Pirou was a bad number 9? Best number 9 in world football. Exquisite today. Never criticised the man once. Today, he was on fire. The movement was slicker than an Italian's hair. Shout out Andrea. I mean, the finish in West. The ball from Nonto was absolutely, I mean, that ball was probably one of the sexiest assists I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it makes me want to take this jacket off. It was that hot. That assist. The movement. Somerville today, back to his best. And also, the one thing we spout, damn right I'm going to be talking about is big MS1. Elan, or IM1, Elan Melier. All right, Joe. That's right. I'm here for my receipts, including Joe, including my dad, including all of you. All right. Oh, Melier's shaky. You know, he's got no confidence. He's got no nerves. I told you. It's not about saving loads of shots that you're facing. It's about being in a game just like this. Well, you're not facing loads of shots. You don't have loads of threats, you know?
I was enjoying that.
I
was enjoying that. That was so good. He's gone.
Am I still here?
I'm gutted. Oh,
no, he's back. He's back.
You're back.
I'm back.
Go.
All right, just like Rutter and Leeds, I'm back. All right, you thought it disappeared for a second. I'm back. And Melier, I'm back for my receipts. Okay, because as I said, it's about being in a game where you don't have a lot to face, and when you have one opportunity that you have to do 2-0 down. Ethan Ampadu decided to do Gary Lineker and have skid marks on the pitch. And what happens? Elan Melier pops out with one of the best saves of the season, the most important save in the championship campaign, because that save is the save that got Leeds back to the Premier League. And we're at Wembley. So if anyone knows how I can get some tickets for that, I will bribe you. I will get out all of the brown envelopes you want. I need to be there to watch Leeds get back to the promised land. Who would have thought? Playoffs. We're fucking shit in playoffs. We won 4-0. We won 1-0, 2-0. 4-0 in a playoff. Pardon my French. I know I'm swearing, but
no, it's true,
come
bro.
on.
Bro, it could have been 5 or 6.
No.
Genuinely,
No.
it could have been 5 or 6. I think.
How do
listen,
you guys? How do you think? How do you feel, Joe?
Oh well, you were 32 minutes late for that, bro.
I was listening to it. I was trying to set up on my laptop. I couldn't, so I'm doing it on my phone. I was listening to the stream on the middle, but I haven't asked you personally because I know. You know what? I want to say as well. You come on. You are very like how I was probably in the Premier League as well. Very optimistic, very in that kind of sense. And you come under a lot of slack for that. And a lot of people saying, "Oh, listen, he's glazing the team, whatever." You know what? The team have done you right today, and you deserve your moment to sit there and wax in all the lyrical from everyone because you've taken a lot of heat recently, and I don't like the heat that you've been taking. And this is your moment, son. So enjoy it.
Big up, man. See, this is the guy. See, so all you fucking doubters, listen to JT live because he knows what he's talking about.
The promo king. Triple H
and
signing
shout
off.
out to all of the fans as well watching. I'm sure you're happy. Go have a glass of that bubbly, as Chris Jericho would say,
JT9.
and have a good time.
JT9.
JT9, mate. That's it. Get me in number 9. That's what I'm saying, mate. Get big
You know what?
JT
You know
in
what?
there.
You know what? If Farke lets him speak to the team before the game at Wembley, with all the things he said about them, they'd be flying on the pitch.
Damn right. Senior Daddy tier subscription Farpo is going to be flying all guns blazing podcast style at Wembley. Can you imagine? Hello, Abdul Rahman Al Khalifi. Hello, my man.
Al Khalifa.
Always supporting the channel.
Yeah, always, man. He's an absolute legend, as are you, as is Paul, as is Evie, and as is Andrea. I don't think there's anything more to say. I don't think any of us can follow what JT's just done.
Not really.
It was absolutely phenomenal. Listen, folks, we're going to dine out on this for a couple of days anyway. There'll be many streams and all that jazz. There'll be stuff on JT's channel, Paul's channel, Andrea on Twitter. Evie, is yours ready yet, or are you saving it for Premier League?
I'm doing a season review.
There you go. Season review with Evie. Wait to see that, and then she's there for the Premier League. Listen, what a night!
Wait, if we do win at Wembley, you will know what's coming. It is the 3 most destructive words in all of Leeds United. South Stand signings.
There you go. Brilliant. Listen, we'll leave it there. Honestly, everyone, thank you for watching. What a night. Enjoy this stream. Enjoy the watch along, highlights, all that jazz. Enjoy everyone else's content. Probably be back in the morning as well, all told, because, it was just a great night. And thank you for everyone's support. And listen, we've got 10 days now, 10 days, and hopefully if we see something like similar to that at Wembley, I mean, fucking hell. I don't know. I'm lost for words. Big up to everyone and have a great evening. Peace out.